Meagan Michael. I am a seer, a seeker, a visionary, and a medium. Every Sunday, I present to you spiritual thought leaders from around our world and beyond. Today, it is my pleasure to be here with you. It is the first day of Mercury Retrograde, October 13th, 2020. And Spirit inspired me to be here with you this evening to do read and release. So, Mercury read and release readings. We're going to be talking about that. I will drop the PayPal link in the comments. So, if you would like to donate for your reading tonight, you can go ahead and do that right in the comments. I want to welcome everybody on Facebook and everybody on YouTube. So, I'll go ahead and post that right, and that should be dropping into the comments now. So, I don't know. Never used this feature before. It should be working perfectly. I don't know. All right, so let's take a look. Let me see if I'm live and check everything out. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Welcome everyone. And if you can see and hear me, tell me where are you from? All right. Awesome. And if you can see and hear me, okay, that works. Where are you from? That really works. I like that. All right, hang on. Okay, that works. Let me mute that. All right, give me a moment, few minutes, guys. I'm gonna share this out. If you're just coming in now, go ahead and please share this out as well. For your reading. Oh. Hi, lights, goddesses in Maryland. How are you? Great to see you. All right, so then if you're reading today, inspired, oops, intuitive donations. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing the intuitive donations. Give from your soul. All right, so let's do that. So that's what we're doing. That's what I've been inspired to do lately. Because I am using my intuition, I'm using my connection to spirit to read for you. And so spirit is inspiring me to trust them on another level and just to allow you to tune into your own guidance and to give from your soul, not from your mind, because the mind sometimes tunes into lack, but just from your whatever you're drawn, whatever spirit inspires you to donate for your reading tonight. And we're going to be doing read and release readings. And what does that mean? That means I'm going to break out my smudge sticks. I also have my sage. We're going to go ahead and Spirit's going to tell you what it is that you need to release. And with your permission, we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. This is going to be awesome. I'm really excited to be here with you today. So, all right. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you very much for sharing. I will do mini readings for some people that have shared out, and so stick around, guys. There's something for everyone. So let me just share this out myself as well, because all right. Mercury retrograde, read and release readings. Well, why don't I just do that? That's a good idea. Thank you, Spirit, for that idea. All right, hang on. Let me go in there. Yeah, there, maybe. Oh, no, maybe that's probably already there. Yeah, it is. All right, what about this? Mm-hmm. Oops. No, it's already there. So, sorry, I'm kind of talking to myself. I'm talking to you too. So let me see. Give me a few minutes. I'll make the music loud. You know what? I will bring the music on screen so you can join me. Yeah, you can join me in some music for right now while we're sharing it out. Just we're doing some different things with the media today, and this is fun. All right. So while I'm sharing, I'm going to go ahead and play some music for us. Okay. be able to hear this? Let me know in the comments if you can hear the music, please. I'd appreciate it. Share, share, share. Absolutely. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, and just so you guys know, well, hang on, let me finish doing this. Does that sound good, Spirit? All right, that's what it is. Okay, so let me just be sure. All right. So if you want the read and release reading and you've donated, just let me know. If you don't want the release, you just want the reading, that's okay too. Just let me know. That's perfect. Did I share it into my group? I think I did. Not sure. Do believe that you can see me in my group as well. Let me see. Okay, so here is my live stream in the group. Let me pin it. Comments right now, guys. I'm not ignoring you. How soon my love interest man will contact me. Amanda shared. Thank you so much. Hi, Sanove. Hi, Otto. Shared. Thank you. All right, guys. Stick around. I'm going to share it out. If it takes me a few more minutes to share it out, I invite you to join me in sharing it. Tag your friends. Invite friends to watch. How about that? See? It's a great idea. I love that idea. Well, that's can share, but this works too. All right, good. All right, that's cool. All right, so Facebook's made some changes, but it's all good. It's all good, guys. It's all good. All right. Mary, hi, Mary. How are you, my dear? Good to see you. Can you guys hear the music? I'm just playing music for a few minutes. It's lovely classical. It relaxes me, and hopefully you're enjoying it as well. I'm just sharing it out a bit more. It takes me a few minutes just to get set up, and then we will rock and roll. Tonight's going to be amazing. Tonight's the first day of Mercury Retrograde. Are you aware of that? Why am I not? Oh my God, I'm in the wrong group. All right, no, not the wrong group, but another YouTube channel. All right, so I didn't mean to do that. All right, so I'm actually live. Well, everything happens for a reason. I am live on High Vibrational Mastery on YouTube. Okay, good. Yeah, close player. Yeah, you can hear the music. Okay, good. For live readings now. No. So let me know, guys. Are you watching on Facebook or are you watching on YouTube? Got my green tea. So what are you drinking, guys? Where are you from? Do you have your tea with you? Ah, thank you, Abuelita. Welcome. So this is interesting how we can share in that way now. Beautiful, you guys are awesome. Well, it's all good. Go back here. Let's do that Sorry, guys. I'll be ready in a few more minutes. Just let everybody, let everybody flow in. A lot of activity tonight. Mary says, I am on Facebook, and yes, you can hear the music. And you are near in Missouri, near Kansas City. Awesome. I love it. And I believe we have somebody from Maryland. And let me Happiness is an inside job, guys. Happiness is an inside job. How many of you have heard this before? And does it resonate with you? What does it mean to you? I want to throw that, I want to put that out there. I'm going to remove the music for a few minutes. And I want to talk about, I'm still sharing it out, but I'd like to talk about what does it mean to you when you hear the words, happiness is an inside job. Let me put that down on the bottom. Whoa. What's this? Whee! That's very festive now. Yay. That's Be Live, the broadcasting software that I use, is celebrating 4 years. I've been with them for 2 years. 2 years last month, actually. Yep. So I might as well leave some party stuff up there. Why not? That's a little bit much. That's still a little bit much. Doesn't really match my branding, does it? Not really. Okay, not really. So let's just take it down. But anyway, yeah, this is what I wanted to do. What? Happiness is an inside job. All right, so happiness is an inside job. Share in the comments now. What does this mean to you when you hear this? What does it mean to you? And we're going to talk about that. Norway here. The island's name is, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm afraid to, I'm not, ooh, did I just say I'm afraid? No, I'm not afraid. It looks in English, I'm sure it's not pronounced this way, like caring joy, but I'm completely probably wrong because I had a beautiful guest from Norway and I didn't a while ago, actually, a while ago. But anyway, I know the words are not quite pronounced the way they are here. So, and Kimmy, hey, oh geez, it is Kimmy, me showing up as you. That's because you're an admin on my page and I'm broadcasting to the page. So, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Oh my God, I'm so glad everybody's here. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that first as I'm sharing it out, and I'm inviting everybody else to share out as well. So all donations. All donations. So let me just talk about this for a minute too. While you're doing the happiness as an inside job in the comments, we are doing the intuitive or inspired donations again tonight. Or when I was live with John, the awesome John Thaddeus Fiore last week, I called them baby bears porridge. Baby bears porridge, where it feels just right. You know what I mean? Where you tune in and you're like, okay, spirit, what donation amount should I give for my reading tonight? And that feeling is the amount. It's not something, and I do this all the time. I do this with, trust me, I do this all the time. So I'm quite practiced at it. So I'm letting you know this is how it works for me, and it might be a little different for you. But anyway, for me, when I want to know what are the right amount to donate to something or to buy or whatever, I feel my way there. You need to feel it. Do you feel it in your gut? Do you hear it with clear audience? Do you see it in your third eye? Sometimes, very often, I'm very clear everything actually, but my visual, my clairvoyance is extremely strong, and it may be for you as well. It's getting opening more and more as I do more and more graphic and creative arts, and so spirit shows me, like they'll show me a number. It could be a time, it could be a number of any kind. And so maybe that's what works for you. Maybe you hear it clairaudiently in your mind, in your ears, or in your head. You know what I'm saying? And so, or you just feel it, you're clairsentient, you feel it in your gut, or you're claircognizant. You just know this is the right number. Anyway, that's what you're going to donate tonight. If you're drawn to donate for a reading. So if you're drawn to get the read and release reading, now what are we talking about? We're talking about today's Mercury retrograde's first day, October 13th, 2020. So let's just whoa, it almost rolled off my desk. Let's just take care of this right away. Let's find out what spirit has, what we've got, what our higher selves, what spirit wants to talk about that we've got to release now. We don't ever have to do things, but you know what I mean? If you're here, it means you want to, and it serves us to move forward as we ascend into 5D or whatever you choose to call it. This is an important task that we're up to. So they called me forth today to go live with you and to do read and release. So Spirit's going to pull however many cards they need to tell you the message. All right. And then we're going to clear whatever it is that needs to be cleared. If you don't want the release, we could just do the reading. I'm drawn to say that I think most people will want the release as well today. So whatever you choose to donate, go ahead, and that will be perfect. And thank you, Jude. Hi, Amber. Great to see you all. Oh, I'm so excited. Everybody's here. Yay. Let me pull this up on the screen so I can see where the live stream is. And also, if you're sharing it out, hang on, let me see how Spirit wants to do it. If you're sharing it out, somebody's gonna get a free reading for sharing it out today. So where Spirit draws me, and that where Spirit calls me, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, let me do a few more invites. I just think this is oh wow. Hi, Paul. It's great to see you. I don't know if he's actually here watching or just stopping by, but hello. Paul is an incredible musician. And anyway, part of my favorite orchestra, actually, the Space Coast Symphony Orchestra. Yes. Although I don't really think that he's into psychic readings, so he's probably not watching. But if you're watching, Paul, hey. Maybe he is, and we just never talked about it. So let me ask you guys something. First of all, okay, I also want to talk about the happiness thing. So let's do that first before I get all caught up in another. Hello. Oh, I love it. I'm so glad you're all here. This is so awesome. I'm so happy. Yay. Cannot share it from here. But you know what, Kim? What about if you, hello, Jake. Good to see you. Or Alec Proctor. Hello, Alec. So what, oh, you're tagging somebody. Okay. Hello, Jake. And welcome to Alec. Wonder why you can't share it from the business page, Kim. Is that right? Is that what you're saying? You should totally be able to share it from there. Yes, you should. Let's see. Well, let's invite Yamna. Yamna was my amazing guest this past Sunday. She is just a doll. I love her. Did you guys love her? Did you just love that interview? Was it the coolest? Oh my God, they're all great. All my guests are amazing. Oh my God, but I just really love her. And I just couldn't help but notice with the beautiful Yamna Zain how we look so much alike. At least I feel like we do. I'm not trying to flatter myself. She's quite pretty, but I'm just saying we have like very similar hair, similar nose. Yeah, let me show you. She's Egyptian. She's literally Egyptian. Was born in Egypt in this life and born in Cairo. I just think that's the coolest thing too. Here, let me show you a picture of this lovely woman. If I can pull this up real fast. Maybe. I'm sure you guys already saw the live stream. I don't think this is going to be a surprise to you. But anyway, so anyway, so, I mean, not like twins, but she could be my daughter. Don't you think? You right? You see, like through the nose and the smile, the hair, right? I think she could be my daughter. She is lovely. So love you, Yamna. You're awesome. And she's got a wonderful Facebook group as well called the Feminine Experience and the YouTube channel. So I really inspire you. I inspire you. I encourage you is what I'm trying to say. Encourage you to subscribe to her YouTube channel and join her group if you're drawn, because she's just lovely. And then Mary says, yes, she was amazing, right? Talking about the Akashic records and how she was an oil and gas engineer. She's the first not client, the first guest that I've had who said that she was an oil and gas engineer before she did this work. Everybody has their own story. We all have our own stories. We all did something first, right? Well, some of you may have been doing this all of your lives, but most of us, the tribe that I attract seems to be like we're waking up and like, hey, oh my God. So, but I just think that's cool. Hi, John. So glad to see you. Glad to see you. Right? There's definitely a similarity there. Hello, pieces. Please read for me when me and my husband get back together. All right, so we're doing John. I love John. So here is John Thaddeus Fiore. I did readings with him last week. It was so much fun. Oh my God, it was amazing. And so I am really excited to be doing the concept again with the inspired donations, with the intuitive donations. So if you are intuitively drawn to receive a reading tonight, we're going to do the read and release. Everyone who receives a reading tonight will also get the smudging and the release from Spirit. So Spirit's going to call up what needs to be released, and then we're going to smudge it away. We're going to call in Spirit to just remove it. And being this is the very first day of Mercury retrograde, and it's the month of October, where we have the veil is the thinnest. It's the thinnest it is all year. We have Halloween coming up, which is Samhain, the holiday of Samhain, which is, of course, the new year where the veil is the thinnest. This whole month is really about stuff coming up. And we want to clear it out. We don't want to just have it come up and then we're juggling all these balls in the air. They're showing me like you're juggling all these balls of stress and anxiety and all kinds of, depression and these. Let it go. Let Spirit take it away. Let Spirit find out. Let Spirit inspire you, encourage you, and show you help you become aware of what it is that's holding you back right now. What could you release right now? Because there's some things that we're just not ready to release at this very moment. You know what I mean? It's a work in progress. It's the ever unfolding rose. As Abraham Hicks says, you'll never get it done. They say you'll never get it wrong and you'll never get it done. Because there is no right and wrong. Everything you're doing is just right. Okay. They're all choices and they're all perfect choices for you. Are there some better choices sometimes that might serve you better? Yeah. But if you don't make that choice, is that okay? Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. So I'm grabbing my cards. So again, we're going to do the read and release readings tonight. Read and release. I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to take them out anyway. I don't know why. It's my favorite cards, but I may not use these tonight. We shall see. I do exactly what. Hi, Yumna. Sorry. I know how to pronounce your name. I forgot until I saw you. I'm like, oh, it's Yumna. She goes, I've come to realize that we do. I've come to realize sometimes we do things so we know what we don't want to do. Thank you for having me last Sunday. Oh yeah, you were an awesome guest. I don't know if you just saw. I pulled up your picture and I was talking to everybody like, don't we look related? Like she could be my daughter. Yeah. So I'm so glad that you're here. And yeah, you're right. You're right. We do. We have to. It's contrast, right? To know what we do want and we know what we don't want. So sometimes we do the stuff we don't want. And Jude is saying, hello, Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Jude. And Jessica's saying, I need to work on my past shit shows. Okay. And you know what? You know what's interesting? Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you. Hello, Chris. Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you're here. So, whatever you are, whatever you're doing, I mean, we're comment once again because I want to. Oh yeah. So Jessica says need to work on my past shit shows. So I'm drawn to share with you, and I think you know this. I think but I want to share that it isn't. It's not like we have to look back behind us at what we've done already, and dig deep into the muck and mire of it. We don't have to do that. You can. It's an option, but you don't have to do that. You can literally become aware of something and allow yourself to just feel it for the moment, like, oh yeah, that's what it was, and then you clear it I wanted to share with you something else. I'm in a beautiful class with my upcoming, not this coming Sunday, but I have to look at the book. Another upcoming guest of mine, Renee Massey, and she's doing a free workshop this week. She started on day 2, but I think she might take some new people. And it's a free workshop on Facebook. Let me see if I can drop that link for you. Hold on a second. The name of it. It's a great class. She's an amazing teacher. This is my first time seeing her teach. I really love what she's doing, and what she's doing is, hang on, I can't. You know what? I'll just put her personal page there, and then if you want to reach out to her, you certainly can. She's lovely, and so what she's doing is having people talk about their money story, like the story that you told yourself, or that you grew up in a certain way and this and that. I never really do that because I don't look in the past and dig, but I think it's interesting. So you're not going to stay there. You're looking at your money story, like, okay, this is what happened. So my parents did this and that, and they gave me everything, and then they lost everything, so I didn't have anything, and I wasn't. Whatever your story is, it's not going to look the same for everybody, or it will look different for everyone. And then after you write it all out, then you burn it. You burn it in, like some people are burning it in a fire, other people are burning it in like a wood stove, also fire, a shredder. I think it's fascinating. I think it's fascinating what she's doing, and I think it's a great idea. And so if anyone is drawn to do that kind of deep work right now, that's a great class, and it's going on, and it's free this week. Now, this coming Sunday, I have an amazing guest. Her name is Jennifer Rose. Let me see. Judith saying, I went through money getting stolen from me on credit card. I'm still trying to deal. Took a break for a few days. It was a bummer. Oh, I'm sorry that you're going through that, my dear. And you know what? But I want to share with you that remember that we do attract everything. And I know this sucks, okay? Because I know, like, if you get a disease or something horrible happens, you get your money stolen. Nobody really wants to hear that they did it yourself. But listen, I've been through cancer. I've survived all kinds of things in my life already, and thrived afterwards because. I just, so I can say it. I can say it with confidence. It makes me cringe a little bit but I know it's true. I know it's true. If you're attracting something into your life, then you're attracting it. Find out why you're attracting it. And I would say that's something that you would want to release, because this is we don't want to create by default. And I know a lot of us have played the role of the victim in this life at different times, and that was then. And if you're still into it, that's okay too. And if nothing I'm saying resonates, that's totally okay as well. You can turn it off and tune in next time. That's okay. That's okay. You believe what you want to believe. You don't have to believe something just because I'm saying it, or another reader or a spiritual thought leader is saying it. But I'm telling you what I know to be true. And that's what I'm going to say right there, what I know to be true. So we create our own reality. So when things do happen, and they will, that we don't like, that's called contrast. Do we want to focus on those things and focus on the bad feelings of loss and victimhood, or do we want to empower ourselves? Just want to breathe through that and empower ourselves and focus on things that make us feel good, because focusing on lack and loss will attract to you more lack and loss. So if you want abundance and you're not feeling abundant at that moment, just focus on something that does make you feel good. I feel like I'm being kind of like jumping around here a little bit, and I hope you guys can put this together. I think most of you are not like newbies when it comes to the law of attraction, so I think I'm making sense to you. But if I'm not, that's okay too. Anyway, all right, let that go for now. She goes, it was from my past lives. Ah, there you go. Isn't that interesting? And Jessica says, no, they're life lessons. Okay. And Chris, so I am doing, here we go. Let me pop this there. All right. Now this magical little gadget should actually be posting the donation link again in the comments. So if you would like a reading today, donate the inspired amount that spirit has drawn you to donate, and that will get you a reading and a release. So read and release today. Sounds like catch and release. Read and release. That's what they call it. All right. And if you share it out a bunch of times, then some magic is going to happen there too. Did that show up, by the way? It did, with the PayPal link. Yes, Chris, absolutely, 100%. If you donate, my dear, you'll be first in line, in fact. Yeah. All right, so let's see who is here that has shared out, and who is here that wants a reading. Also, I do have Cash App. If you need the Cash App link, let me know. Welcome everyone on YouTube. I see you there on YouTube as well. And Facebook. Did I ever finish sharing it to the groups? I'm not even kidding. I swear. I think I shared it to one group. Let me just do a couple more shares. I probably don't have to worry. Spirit always takes care of everything. Oh my goodness. A sad face? Why a sad face, people? I love you. You're all awesome. We are all awesome. So let's talk about, what does it mean? Okay, let me just share this real fast. Did I do this group yet? All right, so Kim said she couldn't share it. So I'm going to say it's probably not there. So let me share it a little bit. Join from Mercury Retrograde read and release meeting today. Thank you so much for the love. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate that so much. Hello, Allison. All right. Hey, Trixie Boo. My kitty cat. Oh, I didn't even share it to my personal page. That would be helpful. Share it to your news feed. Oof. I have an idea. Oh, I have such a good idea. Oh, it's inspired and I like it. I like it. I like this idea. All right, hang on, guys. It's an idea. All right, so Kim, I'm going to share it to your group, my beautiful Kimmy friend. I love Kimmy. Why haven't we done readings in the last couple of weeks together? I love reading with you. Trixie, honey, you're right in front of my camera. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, kitty cat. Yeah, she's very good. Did I share it to that group yet? I'm not sure if I did. So if I did, then I apologize for doing it twice. Come here, get down, sweetheart. It's a really good idea. Really good idea. Okay. Bear with. Oh, I'm sorry. Energy moving. Energy moving. Bear with me, guys. Get a few more. Energy moving. A few more invites. Maybe I need to put together. That's an interesting idea. I'm talking to myself. Yeah, I know I am. Ooh, light language is coming through. It happens a lot with me. It doesn't usually happen when I'm on camera casually, but it totally happens all the time. Does that happen with you guys? Do you like speak light language like in your kitchen and stuff? It's just so natural. Ah, Kim, you shared. Thank you very much. Okay, good, 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 good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for inviting people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, good. All right, so let's move right along. So let me see. Oh, Trixie, honey. All right, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Shared. Hi, Trixie. Yes. Find the positive in every situation and you can learn from it. Yes, so true. Allison says inspired ideas. Love it. Inspired ideas. Share to some groups. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Shannon, for sharing out. Thank you. I want to share something today that I did. Okay. I want to share something important. So, okay. So, first, I want to go back to what we were talking about right here. And we'll start the readings in a few minutes, but this is all for the collective. Trixie, she got her tushy right in my face. Right, do you see the butt right here? Literally, the whole view is like, wow. I love this cat. She's amazing. She's really amazing. I know. I'll move this stuff in a few minutes, honey. Come on now. All right, and move it now. Just have to move the notebook. All right. Kim says, okay, I can share and be me on YouTube. YouTube. That's the whole thing that I wanted to say. Okay, so we're going to play a game, guys. We're going to play a game. We are going to talk about this subject, but we're also going to play a game. If you watch me on YouTube, I'm going to give you a reading. We're going to do mini readings for everyone who's watching me on YouTube. So if you're on Facebook, we'll drop the and why am I doing this? Because I'm looking to grow my YouTube channel. So it's a beautiful energy exchange. Okay. So let me go ahead and share this link with you. And if you could also help me with that, Kim, that would be awesome. So Kim, if you would like a reading, my dear, you will be first. Let me just drop that in there. So here is the link for the YouTube channel. And just like and subscribe while you're there and comment so I see you there. And then you'll be next. So I will put Kimmy down. And I am still gonna do a reading for somebody that shared, even if you're not on YouTube. But the YouTube thing, I'd greatly appreciate. Yep, and that's a sure way to get a reading. I get to get a mini reading anyway. Okay, I want to share a couple of things. First of all, this month is my 2-year anniversary for High Vibrational Mastery. 2 years. Let me see if I can upload that. No, well, not that. Let's see if I can upload. Will it let me upload this? Maybe. Okay. It doesn't. There's actually a video behind it. Comment. Anyway, so I've been working on this idea for my new logo. But High Vibrational Mastery is 2 years old this month. 2 years old. So let me hide that for a moment. So what I've been doing, and I still have a few slots open. All 1 hour readings have been rolled back. Have been rolled back to the prices of when I first started, when I first began in 2018. So a 1 hour service, a 1 hour reading, a 1 hour energetic cord removal, 1 hour coaching session are only $55 all month long. I've gotten a lot of, as you can imagine, a lot of activity from this, but because it's 50%, it's half of what it would normally be. But I do have some openings left. I certainly do. So if you're drawn to book a session with me, all 1 hour sessions are basically half price this month because it's a rollback to 2018. So happy anniversary, High Vibrational Mastery. Yay! All right. Now, watching from Ireland. Awesome. Thank you for watching from Ireland. That is terrific. Allison donated. Thank you so kindly, Allison. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. So I've got Kimmy on YouTube. We have Allison. Yes, we do. Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, my dear, for your generous donation. I appreciate that. All right. So first, let me tell you what I did today. It's about talk about self-care. All right. So this is the thing that we were talking about here. What does it mean? Happiness is an inside job. What does it mean? So it means to me that we create our own reality. All right. It means to me, hang on, move the scroll. That self-care and self-love. That love begins at home. Love begins with us. Taking care of us, focusing on things that make us feel good, doing things that make us feel good, and encouraging ourselves, motivating ourselves, doing nice things for ourselves, feeling good, taking care of us, focusing on what's important, which is us, not everybody outside of us. I know everybody's important, but you can't help them if you don't help you. So here's an example of something I did today. All right. So for years, most of my life, I said, I don't know how to cook. And I used to blame it on my mother. Well, my mother never taught me. I didn't want to learn when I was a kid. I wanted to be outside working on cars with my dad. I wasn't in the mood to cook at all. And my mother wasn't an enthusiastic cook to begin with. And so the whole idea didn't feel very good to me. Anyway, so I was just never interested in it. And so as an adult, I'm like, well, I don't cook. Anyway, well, sometimes you have to cook for yourself or do something. You have to open a package. So recent years, I've been drawn to cook. At first I had to, and I'm like, because I had started my life over again and how that is. And I'm like, well, I could change my whole outlook about this whole thing. Instead of it feeling like drudgery or stress or, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. There's a gazillion YouTube videos and things on cooking and you know what? I started doing things that felt like fun to me. And I started letting spirit show me how to do it. So, and I've been doing this for a few years now. And I wouldn't consider myself, I don't think I'm going to be opening a restaurant anytime soon. I could, who knows though. But really my cooking is quite good. You know what it is? I'm a healthy cook. And so I want to eat healthy food. So especially, I don't know, there's not a lot of places around my neighborhood where you can get soul food around here. You can get some nice Southern fried chicken and stuff. I live in the Central Florida, but you can't get a lot of you can get a smoothie, but there's only one place you can get a smoothie. I make it myself anyway. What I'm trying to say, I'm getting off track here. What I'm trying to say is a lot of times when you want to eat super healthy, but you also want to have fun food, like healthy comfort food, like vegan comfort food or something. I don't know. I wanted things that nobody made. That's what I'm trying to say. I wanted something that I couldn't buy anywhere. So I started making stuff. Who knows? Maybe I will have a restaurant. But anyway, so today, was something so simple, but it was so good. I made black beans and rice. In all these years, I love black beans and rice. I've never made it for myself. I didn't know how. And that's funny. And for some reason, I wasn't drawn to look on YouTube, which I would normally do. But here it was. I had beans. I had rice. I have a nice little little rice steamer. So I stuck my jasmine rice in that. And Spirit showed me. They're like, you chop up the onion, you cut up the garlic, you throw it in a pan, and you put the rice in. I'm like, that's it? That's it? That's the whole thing? So I did pull up a recipe and it prompted me to add some cayenne. So I was making that and I cut up the onion really nice and nice little pieces, like diced it. And then I did a really good job of it. And I really did it with love. And I've been doing this for a long time now and I don't cook all the time, but when I do cook, I do it with love because if I don't feel loving about it, then I don't want to be doing it no matter what it is. So anyway, so I diced it all up nicely and I just made it a little, it's so simple, but it was so loving. And I appreciate the cook and I appreciate the person that cleaned up afterwards. Actually, some of it still needs to be cleaned, but that's okay. I do that in the morning anyway. So I appreciate I appreciate the guest that ate it. I appreciate everything. I appreciate the fact that the person that made it likes exactly what I like. I appreciate and I love. And so I cooked that food with love and it didn't feel like stress or burden or anything. It just felt like love. And that's what I did. And so when you eat that food that's cooked with love, your own love and your own joy and your own appreciation, and it flows, the energy flows into the food. And you're doing that, like it flows into this cat. And you're doing that, and then you're consuming it. And it's so good for you. It's so soul satisfying and nourishing. Mm-hmm. Almost as nice as petting this cat. Cheeksy boo. So I wanted to share that with you because I just think it's so I just know. I just know it's so important. I want to share something else. So I've heard, oh, can't tell you how many times somebody like people like my age or whatever, or even, it doesn't even other ages will say, well, I don't want to cook a whole meal. I mean, it's just me. Have you ever said that? It's just me. My kids aren't home. My husband's whatever, or my girlfriend, whatever. It's just me. Why would I want to cook? You know what I'm saying? So just you is the best reason to cook in the whole world. Because if you can cook with love for yourself, you can cook with love for other people. But the most important thing is that you're filling yourself up with that love. So you're creating your own happiness. And in creating your own happiness, you're spreading the joy. You're spreading the joy everywhere. Everywhere. I wanted to share that with you guys. Yes, Allison, it's all, hi, Bonnie. All a matter, hi, Tamara. All a matter of perception. Majestic Creations. Thank God. Thank you. I'm glad I found it. Oh, I'm so glad. Good. I'm so glad you're here. Yes. I love you guys so much. And it's so important. It really is perception. It really is. Because in the past, there were times when I would be like, I don't feel like cutting, I don't feel like cooking, I don't feel like chopping, I don't feel like this or that, and then things might go wrong. Maybe I splashed some oil or I nicked my finger or something. If you're not in alignment, don't do it. Don't do it. That's not the same thing. Forcing your way to do it, feeling like you're struggling, and then at the end, then you're not filling it with love. You're infusing it with resentment, and so that's not what you want. If you're going to do it with love, whatever it is. Give yourself a bath or buy yourself a new shirt, or you know what I'm saying. So let me read what you guys are saying, because you're all awesome and you're all saying stuff. So I'm really excited. Simone says, how do you let spirit show you? I find it hard to get motivated and stay focused. I don't know if I'm doing what my soul purpose is. That's an excellent question. That is an excellent question, Simone. Let me quiet my mind and answer this. Set your intention and ask spirit. And then release it. Release it. Sometimes, I feel like sometimes you might be like trying to force an answer or trying to make an answer happen, and then you're not sure if it's your answer or if it's spirit. You'll know, this is for everybody, you'll know if it's spirit. You'll know if it's spirit. So you have to release it. Don't try to create the answer in your head, or you're feeling like, I'm going to tune in, I'm going to, because you're actually trying to make it happen. And I think most of us do that at some point, but you need to release it and then just let it happen. Let it unfold naturally. And you're going to see how your life path does unfold, how it does unfold. And I want you all to know that we don't just come here with one single, we definitely come here with things that we do intend to do. That's true. But it isn't just one thing. It isn't just one thing. We come here with many things. And so what you're drawn to do today may not be what you're going to be doing in 2 years from now, but it's what you're doing right now that you have to do and be and align with in order to get to where you'll be then. And where you'll be then may not be where you are later. So it's a process. This game of life is a process, and it unfolds. For example, like what am I doing now? I'm doing psychic readings, but I'm also doing the coaching, but I'm also doing graphic arts now. A few years ago, I didn't even know how to do that. I taught myself, I allowed spirit to teach me how to do graphic arts out of necessity, because I needed thumbnails and I needed memes and stuff like that. And I didn't have anybody to do it for me. Sometimes, what is that saying, necessity is the mother of invention or something like that? But you know what, though? I've learned, because I grew up being very, it's embarrassing. Whatever. It was my past story. Very dependent. I was raised to be very dependent. I wasn't raised to be independent at all. And so when I grew up and it was an adult age, I'm like, I don't even know what to do. I don't know how to clean. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to be married. I don't know how to not be married. I don't know what to do. So there was this life happening, and I didn't know how to be part of it. And so it's a process, guys. It's a process. That's why I'm saying it's really important to understand that where you are today may not be where you are tomorrow, and you just have to allow it to continue to unfold. You have to allow your path to continue to unfold, because it isn't like, oh, I got here I am, I'm here in this now moment, that it's all over, I have arrived, because there's more There's always more. So I wanted to share that with you. I hope that answers your question. And Shannon says, I've been on such a high vibe today. Yes, I'm trying to release the anxiety of my daughter having surgery tomorrow. I understand. And I'm feeling all over the place. Okay. And I'm trying everything to stay in high vibration. Any advice? I'm trying to remain okay and stay. I understand. I understand. Sometimes we want to be in a high vibration and we're really not. And we think we are, but we're not because you're feeling kind of bad. And I understand that. I understand that. And I feel like you're trying to, oops, I'm dropping cards. I feel like you're trying to kind of put on a brave face for your daughter too. It's okay to be scared. It's okay. You can honor that. Hang on. We got 2 cards that came out for us, and and all the people that donated, I'm gonna read for you in just a few minutes, and people that are on YouTube. But we're getting a lot of activity in this beautiful conversation, so I really am drawn to talk about this stuff. And so I didn't forget about anybody, and I'm really happy that we're doing this. I really am, because Spirit's been showing me more and more that I'm called to teach in a kind of an open platform, the way that I'm doing here with you tonight. That's what and they keep giving me all these great topics and stuff, and they give it to me while I'm doing my daily reboot, which, by the way, that's me cleaning my house in the morning. But I call it rebooting. I just make it look like it did yesterday, and that takes about an hour. Where I do my dishes and I vacuum. Maybe I vacuum. Sometimes I don't vacuum. I don't have to do it every day. Make my bed every day. You know what I mean? I sweep the floor every day. I clean the litter box every day. And there's things that I do every single day, and I do it the same way, and I don't have to think about it because I've been doing it for like 4 or 5 years. Some of you might have been doing that your whole life. I didn't. I didn't clean anything until I was an adult. Okay. Yeah. So this is exciting for me because this is self-care for me in a big way. And it starts my day out nicely. I'm taking care of my home, which is not just my home. My furry kids live here. It's our home. I'm taking care of myself and them and our home. And then we go for walkies and everybody eats. And, so self-care. All right. So let me move back here. And you're talking about being worried. And why did I go from there to here, Spirit? They're telling me to bring it in. That's what they're telling me. That your energy is scattered right now, like mine was for the moment. And they're saying, just bring it in. Focus in here. Quiet your mind. Quiet your mind. Yeah. That's what they're saying, to quiet your mind. Kim says, Mary Santiago liked and subscribed. Thank you, Kim, and thank you, Mary. You are on the list. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you like and subscribe my YouTube channel and you're watching me on the YouTube channel, then let me know, because you're gonna get a mini reading today. Yeah. And also, if you want to donate, let me show you again. This is a cool feature, isn't it? I pop it up here and it puts the link in the comments. Isn't this cool, Kim and everybody? Yeah, this is a thing. This is a thing now. So donate now for your reading. If you would like a reading tonight, which is a read and release. Again, that's where we're doing the psychic reading, the full psychic reading. I mean, as full as it can be on a live expression. Okay. So we're doing the psychic reading, and then we're going to be releasing whatever it is that comes up, because this is a Mercury retrograde read and release reading. All right. So I hope that answers Shannon's question. And Allison says, I would love some healing and loving energy for you and your daughter. She is beautiful. Oh, she's talking about Shannon. Beautiful. She's beautiful and has such a powerful name. Oh, what's her daughter's name? Well, you don't have to say. Not my business. I mean, I'm just, you know what I'm saying. All right. So thank you again, Kimmy. And thank you, Mary. And Majestic Creations, Mary is saying, yes, very true. Spirit helps me to cook, and yes, to cook with love, because it turns out so much better. Doesn't it though? Oh my gosh. Amazing. It's amazing. And I used to use the H word. I never use the H word now. It's a hate word, H-A-T-E. I used to use that word when it came to cooking. I'm telling you, I had so much negativity wrapped around the art of cooking. I would never have imagined, and cleaning too, honestly. I would never have imagined that I was going to really enjoy these things. And not necessarily, I don't want to do it for a living, but I, which is okay too. I don't have to want to do it for the whole world. I know what I mean? I don't want to clean. I did try to clean somebody's house once. It wasn't my thing. That was like in my 20s anyway, who cares? But you know what you're drawn to do. You know what you're drawn to do. You know what I mean? And so, but the point is doing it for yourself. You can sit there like I live with my furry kids. Well, they don't cook at all. You know what I mean? So I could sit there and be like, Shit, wish I had something to eat. And I do order in, whenever I want to, or I'll buy stuff that's already like vegan food. I'm not a vegan, but I eat a lot of, I'm a part-time vegan. I eat a predominantly plant-based diet. So maybe I'll order like some Amy's, vegetarian or vegan frozen dinners or something. But I start to feel the lack of energy, and I feel that I'm not getting the nutrients that I want and that I need. And I want something I want, like, there's things in my head that I want and I can't buy them. So I create them. And I love you guys. I'm so glad that you're all like resonating with this. You're all vibing with this. All right. And yes, intentions are everything. There you go. Intentions are everything. And Tamara says, yes, loving yourself. That's what it's all about, guys. I swear I feel like that's a joyous, beautiful, huge part of my life journey was to learn how to love myself and to help teach you or share with you or inspire you in some way to love yourselves as well. To inspire you. That's what I hope my work does. Because honestly, if you love yourself, then you love everything and everyone. And if you accept yourself, then you accept everything and everyone. When you're not judging yourself, means you're accepting yourself, but you're not judging other people either. Your whole life changes when you experience self-love and you, there's nothing that I can think of that's more powerful than that. Then you can tune into spirit with ease too, because you're everything in the way I'm feeling right now, that everything stems from self-love, everything, all good things. Hi, Lisa Phillips. Great to see you. Hi. Hello, C. Awesome. Yeah, you don't want to see how worried. I know you don't want, and that's okay. That's good thing. I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean? But there's no reason for you to focus on the worry. Why don't you focus on her well-being? Because this is an interesting point Spirit's bringing up. So when something is going on like that, like an operation, you can focus on being worried, but that's not going to serve you, and it won't serve her either. Because even if she hears your words, she'll feel your energy, and there's nothing wrong. You're allowed to feel worried. But I'm just saying, if you choose to focus on things that make you feel better, like how about something that has nothing to do with the operation, or even visualizing her being done with the operation and she's healthy and well and everything, she's all healed up and you're all celebrating. That's what I'm getting for you. Yeah, you're all celebrating. She's healthy and well. It's like, yeah, everything is awesome. She feels great. Go there. Just go there. You don't have to work your way through there and like, oh, he has a surgery and there's a knife coming and a doctor involved. No. Just go from today to visualizing the beautiful best outcome, and you create that reality. You will create that reality by focusing on it. So yeah, there you go. And Lisa says, I love to cook, but can't bake to save my life, but I'm an excellent cook. Well, you know what? You could probably bake too if you just allowed that. I'm telling you, I'm living proof that you can say, I don't know how to do something, and then you don't know how to do it. You just keep proving yourself right. Or you could just allow it to unfold and just don't say anything about it. I did that with the graphics, with graphic art. I just stopped saying anything. Or I would say, oh, I'm great at this. Listen, when I first started doing psychic readings or wanting, even before the readings, I wanted my gifts to open up. So I said, I am so psychic. I am so psychic. Yeah. And I am so psychic. But I was telling myself that even before I believed it. John says, I agree. Yeah, it's a self-love, right, John? Self-love, self-acceptance, self-appreciation. Yeah, John's always encouraging me to talk about some of my processes. Is that right? Processes. Anyway, yeah, some of the things that helped me to get from there to where I am today. And there's a lot. It's, I for a while, I didn't necessarily feel drawn to share that, whether, I don't know. I thought, well, who wants to know how I started cooking for myself, or who wants to hear that I clean my apartment? Don't most people do that? But no, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Maybe you don't make your bed. Maybe you haven't cleaned your home in 3 years or something. Maybe it's and maybe. And it's okay. Or maybe you do, or maybe you clean compulsively and obsessively, and you're like rigid about it, and you're terrified if there's a speck of dust that somebody might judge you. You know what? Leave the dust there and just relax. Just, I don't think it's that easy when you're really into it like that, but you can just, you know what I mean? You want to be, there's got to be a healthy balance. Healthy balance. She goes, yes, thank you. You're welcome. Kim says, yes, see the bigger picture. Yeah, that's a gift. That's a gift that I have, that a lot of us have, who are awakening here. To be able to shift our perspective and see everything from the perspective of spirit. Not everything, not everything. Oh, I'd like to see everything from that perspective, but we're human. We're still in these human bodies, and so sometimes we see things through our human eyes. But when you're awakened, you are aware. So let's say that, for example, I'll use myself as an example because I'm right here and I know me. So maybe I look at something. I was raised in a very judgmental family, not prejudice or anything like that, but harshly judgmental about whatever stupid stuff that's so superficial, makes no sense to me now. But anyway, so you get all that programming, and whatever your programming was, and anyway, so sometimes I'll catch myself looking at something like, and then I immediately recognize that I'm doing it. So it was a reaction. I reacted like to question, like is that a nice outfit, or some stupid thing like that, really unimportant. But I catch myself immediately. I'm like, ooh, I just did that. And so I release it. See, it's okay to, I don't want to say make mistakes, because there are no mistakes. You can never get it wrong. But it's okay if you are better in this moment than you were in the last moment. Oh, they gave this to me this morning too. I got to say this last thing. Okay, so it is okay to be better today than you were yesterday. It's okay to grow and evolve. Allow yourself to grow and evolve. But it's also okay. You may be having a quote unquote bad day, and you're like, maybe you're not better today than you were yesterday in your mind. Maybe you're a little less enlightened today because you're feeling crappy. And that's okay too. Spirit's like, it's okay. There's no judgment here, guys. There's no judgment. So you are exactly where you're supposed to be at every given moment. And as long as you don't stay there. So let's say you're flowing on this beautiful high vibe and everything is going great. And then you have an off day and you find yourself, looking at people like, I don't like you. I don't, and you're like, I don't like anybody right now. And that's okay. But do you want to stay there? No, but it's okay that you're there at that moment. You know what I mean? Just be aware that you're there. Be aware. It's all about awareness. And these are the two cards that fell on the ground. And they're saying dance with life. So do something to change your energy. So when you're feeling like that, do something to change your energy. Put on some music, do some dancing, whatever, do some art, do some crafts, whatever it looks like for you. All right, so let me see. Donation link on the bottom. Yeah, and there's another one right here. I'll pop it in there again. And Jesus, I am better today than I was yesterday. Awesome. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and see where we are. So we've got Kimmy, we've got Mary, we've got Allison. Awesome. Okay. Da, 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 da. Good. I'm so glad that you are all here. I'm super excited. Okay. Just let me check out one thing and then we will move forward. Move forward. Okay. All right, let me move this off the screen. The bigger picture, guys, the bigger picture. Yes. Oh, thank you. I don't know who you're talking to, Jude, but thank you, and thank you, Lisa. So, but I'm not sure who you're. But anyway, it's okay. So yeah. So if you, here it is, Chris. How do I get a reading? Okay, yeah, absolutely, Chris. So donate whatever amount that you're drawn to donate. Mm-hmm. Any amount that you're drawn to donate. And again, this is an exercise for you guys. This is an exercise in tuning into your intuition, because there's a lot of times, and because this is important. This is an important thing. A lot of times we want something and we don't want to exchange energy for it, or we want something and we feel lack and resistance around that thing, or we want to donate and we're like, well, I feel like I would want to donate like $20, but I'm afraid to do that because, and you know what I mean? And there's these lack things that going on in your head. So this is an exercise for you guys as well. It's an exercise for trust for me, but this is a new thing that Spirit's been doing with me the last month or so. So I don't know how long I'll do it, but I'm doing it today. That's what matters. Okay. And again, okay, we've got a thing, a troll. That's what I thought. Hang on a second. I felt it. I couldn't see them yet. Yeah, I see it. Thank you very much, everybody. I really don't know why they do that. I can't imagine how, especially people that watch my live streams, that would never actually do that. Like, you know what I mean? Because we're all enlightened. But, I guess there's a lot of people that aren't enlightened. And they don't know that a total stranger trying to spam you in the comments is not a real reader. I'm getting a message. Let's see. Hang on a second. Yeah, I know, Lisa. Didn't I just get rid of them? Thank you very much for inboxing me, Lisa. I appreciate that. Okay, I grasp a happy moment and run with it, Kim says. It will raise your vibration. Yes, it will. 100%. 100%. Yeah. And I talked about that troll thing a while back, about what they were doing to, it's just rude. It's very rude, but it's worse than that, honestly. It's worse than that, honestly, because one of my past clients that I read for on a beautiful live stream inboxed me one day about a month ago. And she said that one of these people inboxed her and said that she or someone in her family is going to die in December, and scared the shit out of her. Granted, she took it seriously. So, sometimes, you say the right thing in the right way to somebody and they're going to be scared, even if you're completely fake. And so she believed, so she reached out to me. Is this true? And I'm like, no, not only is it not true, but a real reader wouldn't ever do that. They wouldn't reach out to you and tell you something scary. Not to mention there's infinite timelines. Then you create your own reality. So even if they did see that, which of course they didn't, they were just trying to scare her. And I'll tell you why. So they would be trying to scare her so that they can say, oh, I have this potion, or I have this process. I have whatever it is. I have no idea what they're doing, but it's a scam. They scare the shit out of you, tell you you're going to die or somebody's going to die. Oh, and the way that you can fix that is that I can do this thing for you. I can light a candle or whatever it is. And it'll cost you X amount of dollars. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it happened. Listen, I think a lot of these people are from out of the country. I think that they probably can't do what I do, and so they're just trying to yeah. That's why it's not just rude. It's really bad. I didn't realize that until this lovely woman reached out to me and told me what she had experienced. Yeah. So it's a serious thing that they're doing. It's if you scare somebody and somebody believes they're going to die, they can create that for themselves. So she's not going to die, of course not. But I'm glad she reached out to me, and I'm glad that I'm able to share this story with you. And I don't want to focus there anymore, but I really felt it was extremely important to bring it up because it isn't just inconvenient, Oh, Kim says this happened to me years ago, and I laughed and walked away. I love that, Backbiters, yeah. I can remove. There you go, Sanov. Yeah, I can remove the spell. That's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. That's the kind of thing that they do. Yeah. So, getting back to our beautiful readings, let's do this thing. All right, cool. All right, so first on the list is Kimmy. Kimmy, you never told me that you do want a reading. I imagine you probably do. Do you want a reading, Kim? Let me run to the other room and grab some more water, and then we'll get started. Oh, by the way, check this out. So did you notice like my hair might look a little bit fuller today or something? My old blow dryer. Well, my cats finally, I guess they bit. There was a hole in the cord, so I bought a new blow dryer. But I got one with a diffuser. Isn't that amazing? Spirit showed me. They're like, your hair is gonna be fuller with a diffuser because it dries from like the inside out. I never used one. I don't know why. I never used one. My whole life I've had this hair. Why didn't I use a diffuser? It's a great idea. I'll be right back. Meagan, you're perfect. Oh my goodness. Are you cramped like that? No, you're fine. Okay. I'll be right back. I don't know why that song popped into my head. So it's for somebody. Doris Day, que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Oh, wow. Really? The link wouldn't pull up, Tamara? Thank you. Oh, that's not good. I thought that I did it correctly and used this new funky gadget. Thank you very much. I got you right there. All right. So we have Allison, and then we have Tamara. We have Kimmy, Allison, Tamara. Okay, we have Kimmy, number 1. 2 is Allison. We have Mary, Santiago, number 3, and Tamara, number 4. Yes, you guys are all so awesome. All right. Just love her singing in the background. Oh, thank you. It could be me. I don't know. Will somebody else let me know if the link works? This link right here. I'm going to pop it in there again. I want to know if the feature is working. So when I put that on the screen, the link pops in there. This is also for energy movement. For if you were selling something, like let's say I was selling a crystal or something like that, I could put it on the screen and then you would, I don't know. It's a lot of options with this feature. I'm using it today to see if it's good, if it works for me for right now. But anyway, it's all good. All right. First up, Kimay. So Miss Kimay. Okay, awesome. Allison says blow dryer. Oh, thank you. Oh, Shiloh, hi. Good to see you. Love your backdrop. Thank you very much. Sunflowers. I'm this. One of my clients often says, he calls me the sunflower queen. Maybe I am the sunflower. I love it. I'm just loving. What a diffuser a diffuser. It's a thing. I'll have to show you one of these days, not right now. It's a thing that goes on the end of the blow dryer. And it's got like these fingers not fingers, but this like spikes, and the air goes through it. And so when you put it on the scalp, it literally blows air under the hair, and it does, instead of, because if you have curly hair, if you have curly hair, you don't want to use a regular blow dryer because it gets frizzy and wild everywhere. But this one, instead of blowing the hair all over, it diffuses the air. That's exactly what it does. It diffuses the air. And anyway, it's I'll show it sometime. I think it's cool. Yes, it works on YouTube. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, curly hair is different when you dry it. Um, 55 years old. I'm learning new things every day. Who knew? Sunflowers. Love that. Yeah. All right. So, Miss Kimmy, you are coming up now. There you are. I hope you want a reading. Oh, no, you know what? I haven't even checked our YouTube channel, but Kim's over there. Kim's over there checking out our YouTube channel. So thank you, thank you. So again, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment, and I will give you a reading if you're on my YouTube channel. I will do that. I will definitely pull a card for everyone who is on my YouTube channel, liking and subscribing, and saying, "Hey, I'm over here on YouTube." And if you're watching, that's even better on YouTube. All right, so here we go, Kim. They said 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're going to do a little read. We're going to do a little smudgy. Okay. All right. So Kim, I feel like you've released a lot. I don't really feel any major thing going on there because the first card you're getting is movement. So you really don't have any stuck energy, girlfriend. And I'm sure you know that already. Yeah, you've been just flowing and flowing. And they're the two of the cards I'm getting for you are stillness and compassion and love. And I feel, hey, Simone, glad you're there. Be sure, did you like the I'm gonna finish Kim's reading right now, but hang on, I just wanted to just lost myself there for a moment. Oh wow, okay. People are subscribing. I appreciate that. This is a really good idea. All right, so Kim, if you could help me keep track of that, or just let me know because I don't want to unfocus myself. And although I will write Simone's name down though. Okay. This was a good idea. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit always has good ideas, guys. Okay, so yes, Kim. So you got all this movement going on, girlfriend. All this movement. Okay. So things are flowing. Things are flowing. And they're showing me you outside. They're showing me you outside with your tree in your beautiful yard with the grass. They're showing me what you were in a video the other day. You created a video outside, and that's what they're showing me exactly. You outside in that beautiful, and they're saying that in that stillness, that you're focusing on and sharing out this love and compassion, this connection that you have with nature's spirits. They're saying sprites. I didn't know there were sprites. Sprites they're saying as well. Of course, they're talking about grandfather. Grandfather being your, but I'm letting other people know grandfather is Kim, a spirit guide, Kim. Very powerful. Very powerful. Very powerful energy. I'm asking them if there's anything we need to move. Residual energy, they're saying. Just residual. Okay, okay, that hurt. All right, so there's still some emotion. Understandably so. Still some emotion around loss. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. So we're going to release some of that today. All right. So with your energetic permission, I'm going to go ahead and do some smudging for you, my dear. And if you don't want to give permission, that's okay too. But I think you probably do. But I'm just saying. And also the smudging that I'm doing, anyone who has something they want to release. Let me just move my fan. It's blowing out my lighter. You can tune into the energy. I think I need a different lighter, but this is good for now. You know something? When I first started doing readings and smudgings, right? I literally looked up on YouTube how to light a smudge stick because I didn't know how to do it. how to light, because these things are not easy to light sometimes. Oh, I don't want to create that reality. Anyway, apparently you have to blow on them a little bit. That's the trick there. That was I watched the video. I was so excited. I gave her like rave reviews. Because sometimes I've got all these beautiful feathers. Hold on. I didn't realize I had this many feathers. I have quite a lot now. Thanks to my awesome friends. And well, some are human, and some are feathered friends that leave this for me. But oh, I want to tie these together or something. I believe these are the owl feathers or the hawk feathers, or they could be both. But anyway, a little bit more there. I'll be honest. I've seen people light these things a lot better than I do, but that's all right. Oh, that's another thing Spirit said to me the other day. When you say something or somebody says something like, well, to be honest, something that comes after that is probably not going to be something that you really want to say. I really encourage you guys, if you're about to say, to be honest, and then say something afterwards, to stop and pause and ask yourself, feel that, see what the vibration feels like. Are you about to like say something that would be a limiting belief from your past, or say something about somebody else? You know what I mean? Just recognize that, because that to be honest preface, usually what comes after it is not good. It's not going to be for your greatest good. I mean, maybe yours is different, but oh, this is good. This is good now. All right. Smudging for Kimmy. Smudging for Kimmy Siegel. We're letting go of a lot of smudging. Oh, I'm not hey, I'm not ya. Oh, I'm not hey, I'm ya. Mercury retrograde, read and release. I'm clearly a professional smudger now, because you can see I got a lit. Ow. Going through all the chakras, smudging all the chakras. I'm smudging them on me because I'm standing in. I'm smudging myself. I'm standing in like as proxy for you. That's what they're saying. Including the 3 chakras below and the 3 chakras above. And the entire auric field. The entire auric field. I'm missing something. Okay, here we go. Om nana he nana he. Om nana he nana he. I'm changing the color because that's what they're asking me to do. Om nana he anna he anna he anna he. Ay ay anna he ay. Anna he ay 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 ay. Anna he na ay anna ay anna. Oh, makatanda ay And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Or as Kimmy would say, thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you very much, Kim. All right. Jude says I can smell it. Yes. Yes, guys, absolutely. I love that. He says I have a lot of my walks, and I'm going to tie them together. Hawk, turkey, dives, crow. Hawk, turkey, dives, crow. I lost you on the end of that sentence. John says, I feel like I'm at a 70s rock concert, everyone getting stoned by reefer in the theater. I was one of the people getting stoned at that concert at the time, John. Not now, but I was one of those people back then. I have a feeling you were not. Oh my gosh. But that's true. And you know what though? You know what's interesting? When I got older and I wasn't into any of that anymore, and at the time I got into the born again Christianity, I was looking for spirit. I was looking for what I found now. But I was looking for it, and I thought I found it in as born again because I found Jesus. That is where I found Jesus first. I would never do that. Anyway, my point is that the music was what got me. They'd have rock and roll music, and it was spirit rock and roll music, but it was like I forgot, the contemporary Christian. So I got really into that for a while, and I went to some concerts, several concerts, and no one was smoking pot. I thought that was so interesting because I was so used to, growing up and going to concerts and people were like pushing and shoving, and it wasn't a fun experience. I don't know why I even went, but I was young, but no, but those concerts were a lot more calm. I'm sure now if we went to like I don't even know what they call this beautiful music that like Lenora. Oh my God, she's going to be my guest in a couple of weeks. Lenora Pfeffer. Oh, she does this amazing chanting with the bowls, and she's amazing. And like Milan Moritz, a lot of you have seen her on YouTube. She's got like 500,000 subscribers or something now. She was my guest last year. No, I think in 2018. I think it was 2 years ago. She was barely starting off at the time, and I saw it. I have an intuition for these things that are going to blow up, things that have like, oh my God, great potential. Should you wish to follow that direction. And so I had her on my show, and like right after that, it was like, wow, yeah. So she's doing very well for herself right now, and I'm really happy. And that her music is just gorgeous. All right. I love the rituals. Oh, I love this. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. John says midnight shows. Midnight show. You know what I saw? We used to watch in midnight shows is Rocky Horror. I was thinking about that today. Rocky Horror Picture Show. That was crazy. John says, see, we were naked hippies at Woodstock. You were at Woodstock? Are you old enough to be at Woodstock? I wasn't old enough to be at Woodstock. That would have been my brother. I thought you were like the same age as me. If you're not, you are looking so good, Johnny. Look good anyway. But I'm just saying, I could have been a naked hippie, but it wouldn't have been in this life because I was too young. I was born in '65. I could have been a baby. My mom wasn't that kind of mom though. She wasn't a hippie at all. My parents were not like that. They were very straight, which is funny because I wound up like going the other way. But now I really am the person I was born to be, which is like straight, I guess. like I'm not out there smoking pot and stuff, which is totally cool if you're into that. Nothing wrong. Everybody's smoking it now, it seems, as medicine. I use CBD. I do use that. I just don't like the feeling of being high anymore. I just don't need that. When I did, I think, and I'm talking to somebody here. When I used things to make me feel otherwise, it's because I didn't like the way that I felt naturally, but I love the way that I feel naturally. So I use my CBD or kratom sometimes for pain if I have any pain or aches in my body or something like that, or turmeric for inflammation. But I don't want to change my mood because I like to be in control of my own mood. I don't want it to be, oh God, this is coming through right now. I don't want it to be random. I don't want to like smoke some pot and then maybe I'll feel good afterward, or maybe I won't, or maybe I don't want that. I don't want that. When you're really in control of your own vibration, you don't need something outside of yourself, like drugs or alcohol, to create the mood for you. And it's okay if you still do that, but I'm just saying, for me, I just don't do it. And I think and I know a lot of people don't anymore for pretty much probably the same reason. And Jude says, me either, and I'm older than you. Kim says, love Meilon. I know. It's on Netflix now. Who's on Netflix? Woodstock or Meilon? Old doggy? Really, John? Dude, you look great. Jeez, I never would have thought. There's no way. My brother's 12 years older than me. He could have been at Woodstock because, so he's 67. There's no way you're 67. Anyway. Love you guys. Next up is the amazing Allison. All right, my beautiful Allison. Sorry it takes me a while. I know a lot of you who know or see my live streams, so you know it takes us a while to get. But you know what? It's hang on a second. Sorry, I'm trying to get some air from my fan without it blowing my curls all over the place. 1953. No, John. What did you take? Like the magic potion for age reversal or something, dude? Can you believe that, guys? 67, you're the exact same age as my brother. Is it my half brother? Whatever, it doesn't matter. But wow, cheese and crackers. I thought we were the same age. I did. I thought we were like, maybe you were like a year older. I thought maybe he's 56. I swear. Wow. Jude's Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah. Yeah, he's going back. I know that was so much fun. I was so into that. I had my own cast. I used to dress up in my underwear. It wasn't my underwear. It was costumes, but it was basically underwear and run around the movie theater. And yeah, that was, I was into that when I was 16 and then in my early 20s. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for understanding. I just, you know what? Everything that comes through is for everyone that's here. So I always go with the flow. I just, I go with the flow. And so even if something isn't specifically for you, and this is everyone, even if something isn't specifically coming out during your reading, it's for you if it resonates with you. Because Spirit knows who's watching. Spirit knows you're here. Your first card that I'm getting for you right now, Allison, is the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. That's a beautiful. They're showing me this pyramid. They're showing me you meditating in a pyramid. Do you have a pyramid at home? They're saying to me she's thinking about getting one. So do you have a pyramid at home where you've been thinking about getting one to meditate in? Energy's moving. Okay. They're saying take a break. Life's work. Not a season. Get off the treadmill. Interesting. And deep replenishment. Okay, this is interesting. Let me put the... All right, Spirit, where can I put my fan so it's not... Ooh, I got some serious cat hair in that fan that I've got to clean out. I'm not really sure how to clean this fan. It doesn't open up. So I'm sure that Spirit's going to show me now that I asked. That's how I do it, by the way. This is how we do it. If I don't know how to do something and I want to do it, I'm like, okay, this is what I want. And then I let it go. Sometimes I like to do the mental gymnastics. This is going to be for you too, Allison. Sometimes I like to do the mental gymnastics to try to figure out how to do something. And I feel like you do that too. I feel like you try to figure things out. But most of the time, or at least they're saying at least 50%. I guess I overestimated. At least 50% of the time, I just say, hey, this is what I want. And then I let it go. And then you'll see how quickly things happen. So I'm looking at the cards for you, Allison, and they're saying you've been trying to make things happen. You've been trying to make things happen. You've been overthinking, over-processing. And when I say over, there's no judgment there. It's their Spirit's just saying that it's more than is apparent to your well-being. Could you say that better, Spirit? They said she knows what they mean. Okay. So in other words, and I feel like you resonate with this. She said it's coming through light language with my hands. Oh, excellent. Interesting. And that's very interesting because look at the imagery here. Wow. I feel a connection to Egypt with you as well. They're saying the Nile River flows east and west. Is that even true? I have no idea. That's what just came up. It's one of these things that I. Hey, Kimmy, can you Google that, please? Which way does the Nile flow? Um, Sorry, Spirit, I interrupted them. It was like a fact. I'm like a fact checker. My brain clicks in as like a fact checker. Like, wait a minute, Spirit, is that correct? Yes. Yeah, hands. Absolutely. So what they're saying, hang on, let me quiet my mind a bit. Okay, so they're showing me the hands. They're showing me cards as well. I see you. They're doing this. You're doing this. What does that mean, Spirit? O matatanda. Wakatitila unlupa panti papete papete kandi tatatata. You said they're doing an activation on your hands. The energy centers in the centers of your hands. Kanda yada papa nadi la tatutum kanda katia. Say you're connected to earth magic. Oh, they're also telling me to pull an earth magic card. Okay. I'm like, earth magic. You're connected to earth magic. It's also the name of the deck. Stillness and effortless, which is interesting. All right. So here they're talking about, all right. So you've been doing this for lifetimes, right? North to south, the Nile. So I wonder why they said east and west. Did she want it to go east and west? When she was, did she believe like she, I feel like there was something to do with like your something surrounding you in Egypt where you wanted it to go east and west. I don't know. I'm not going to go there right now. I'm not going to go in for any more details because that's not really the focus. But it's interesting because it's not where how it flows. So looks like I told myself. See, I have all my own answers. Watch this. See, watch this. Woof! I told myself like magic. Kim is a good admin on my page, so she shows up with my name sometimes. All right, thank you very much, Kim. So, so here you've been training for this for lifetimes, and I do believe the reason they showed me Egypt was because this is where it all began for you. They're actually saying even prior to that in Lemuria, but they're also showing me that you need some rest. That you've been working too hard. You've been doing a lot. You've been getting a lot of. She is perfect, excellent. You've been doing a lot. You've been working hard on manifesting what it is that you truly want. Our spirit is encouraging you to visit the stillness, revisit the stillness, and just allow things to flow effortlessly. Just allow them to flow. Just allow them to flow because you're doing it. You're creating. Say that again, Spirit. You're creating from a place of passion. And in that, it is not exhausting. So when you're creating from that passion, you have energy, you have drive, you are filled with exuberance, and you're exuding self-confidence, and you're feeling it. But they really want you to take a rest as well because it's important to nourish and care for the body. So I feel like you're like, you know where you're going now, like you found your direction and you're going that way. But in going that way, you still need to nurture the vehicle. That's what's coming up. You need to nurture the vehicle. So we're going to do some smudging around energy, around letting go of some of the excess energy that makes you want to makes you feel the need to do more to prove your worth. You don't have to prove your worth. You are worthy naturally. You're just worthy, and you're awesome, and you're doing it. And so, just we're going to clear out some of that energy, some of that energy with the residual. I need to prove myself by doing more. Okay, I hope that resonates with you, and or maybe it doesn't resonate with you because we're going to be clearing it out, and you'll be like, oh, "Gee, I don't feel that way at all." Hang on, fan, work with me today, fan. All right. Ooh, they're saying Palo. Okay. This is my fave. I love Palo Santo. Isn't that beautiful? Well, you can't really see it I wish I could show it to you when I'm blowing on it, when it gets that nice red cherry on the front of it. All right, so here we go now. You must cross east or west. Oh yes, that's true, John. Because they literally said it. Like some things they some depend. My clairs work in different. They all work the same way. Some they use different clairs, right? But this was one of the ones where they said east to west, or east and west, east and west. They said east and west. So I'm like, okay. It was very very clear. There was no like if ands or buts about that. Couldn't be perceived any other way. It was definitely they said east and west. That's why I'm like, is that true? Fact checker brain checking in. Like, wait a minute. Okay. Can we work better with the smudgy here? You know what? We're going back for the sage. They said it's not the amount of smoke, it's the intention. That's what they just said. Smudgy, 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 smudgy. Dandarayakanda. Oh. Ayakatandayanda. Nayayayaya. Nayayayaya. I want that smoke. I want to see it. I want to feel it. I want to have it. I want it to be present. So we're going to do it. Spirit work is going to work with us. They're showing me this smudge in the heart center area. Okay, we're smudging all the chakras again. All right, that's where we're going. Oh, okay. Sacral. Definitely some sacral smudging down there. Mm. Yeah, smudging, creativity. I feel like I had some energy blocks around the creativity, some doubts that you had creeping in. It's getting more smudgy here. Felt like a little bit stagnant. So we're moving that around. We're talking about belief. It's about belief in yourself, clearing any doubt, clearing away any doubts, any doubts, any residual issues with confidence, or we're infusing, we're leaving room, we're creating space, we're holding space for self-love, we are holding space for self-confidence, we are encouraging and holding space for all that is good and all that is for your highest good and for the highest good of all. We are here, we are present. Namaste, namaste, namaste. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. All right. Whoops. This thing just keeps wanting to roll away. All right. So my body is still healing. I am open to release. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Awesome. My intention is to release and receive. Thank you. And so it is. So thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and smudge for you today, to do the reading. And what are we doing here? The read and release. That's what the spirit names these things. They said it's called the read and release. The read and release. So if anybody wants a read and release today for Mercury Retrograde, this is the time. This is the time. You can donate any amount by following your own guidance. Following your own guidance. Okay. So next up is Mary. Are you still here, Mary, my dear? Mary Santiago. And then Tamara is right after Mary. So let me know if you're here, Mary. And also Simone is going to be after Tamara. So let me know if you're here, guys. Yay. I'm so glad. It felt beautiful. It was just wow. So glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. Very powerful. It's very powerful. Spirit does new things on camera all the time. The thing with the hands, with the activation, first time for that. All right. Mary says, I am here. All right, let's rock and roll. Okay. So for you, my dear, we are getting a reading. And this is the card. Hang on, I got 2 cards. 3 cards? Yeah. What? Oh, I'm just following orders here. No, they're not orders, but they're inspirations. All right, so we have volcano, volatility, stillness, waterfall, effortless, and earth magic. There is literally an earth magic card. How do you like that? Thank you, Spirit. So, Mary, what they're saying to me here, let me just quiet my mind for a moment and let me shift some energy. Well, that's interesting. Underneath the surface of your beautiful, sincere sweetness, and you are all of that, beautiful, sincere, and sweet. But there is some anger. There's some residual. That's what we're gonna clear today. There's some residual anger and resentment that you've been hanging on to. I feel like it has to do with an ex. I'm feeling an ex with a child. Something to do with that type of relationship, that type of dynamic. Do you have a child with an ex? You don't have to answer that, but I feel like this, not a baby, but I feel like there was some contrast surrounding this 3. Thank you, Kim. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed my singing. Yay. I'm so happy. Well, it's part of what I'm supposed to do, because apparently I've got healing tones in my voice, and that's what Spirit brings through. But as a human, it feels good to be able to use this gift that I have. Yeah, because when you're in the real world, in the 3D world, you're over 50 and you're not going to be doing much with your voice. Or at least those are the beliefs. Those are the old beliefs. They're not real at all. So you could be any age doing anything. Anyway, so I'm blessed to be able to use it and help to, and I feel very inspired and encouraged that it resonates with you guys. So I'm happy to use that tool. It's in the stillness. Okay, so they're talking about the effortlessness. She goes, that I help raise, I am a step parent. Okay, then that's that. Then that's the energy. And that's the energy. So there's some there's some resentment that's below the surface that you really don't try not to address because you don't want to make any waves. But it's there, and so it's okay to release it. It's okay to feel it, but you don't want to keep it there. You don't want to stuff it down. You don't want to just keep it below the surface, because then that stuck energy, unstuck energy, creates things that we don't want in our bodies. So we're gonna move it. We're gonna move it. We want it the energy to flow effortlessly, effortlessly. And they're talking about earth magic, and I think this is interesting. Hang on, let me see if we said anything else. No, okay. And she goes, no, my husband has an ex and kids. Okay, so that's where the connection is. Mhm. Feel pressure right back here. It's not a pain. Support, support. They're cradling your head. Support and encouragement. Support. Like you're like if you're holding a baby and you're cradling the head. Like that's what it feels like. It's actually the second time today they've done this exact thing. This is Kim. I see the spider. Sorry, guys. Kim and I had this thing where she had a spider that came into a reading, and now I haven't seen this spider in months, and I'm seeing him on my wall right now. He's my roommate. Anyway, so this is a supportive, nurturing energy. Mary, a supportive, nurturing energy, and they want you to know it's okay. They're letting you. They're supporting you. They're letting you know it's okay to release these fear. I feel like there's some fear surrounding it as well. You don't. They're saying you don't want to upset the apple cart. So a lot of times you stomp on your own feelings. You just suppress your own feelings, um, in an effort to pave a smooth path for what you feel is the greater and highest good for your family. Um, which they're saying is as a noble cause, but they really want, or a noble thought, but they want you to love yourself, and invoke some of that earth magic, which is really interesting energy that's coming in for you. I want you to love yourself. I'm feeling it in my tummy. I'm feeling it in my tummy. The tummy, self-expression, and you express yourself through your creations. But I feel like sometimes that's the only way you express yourself. Not the only, but I feel like you're not expressing yourself fully. She was very true, and I do. Yes, yeah, yes. She said I totally understand that. Yeah. Hi, Nita. Good to see you. And John gives hearts. Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I'm feeling, and so they want you to know it's okay to release and express in a healthy way, and when they keep showing me these two cards together, the stillness, quieting your mind with meditation, and effortless. I'll just make it effortless. So we're gonna release some of that now. Okay. Kim says, oh my god, spider. Yeah, I'm saying it's right. I can see him from here. He's like, it looks like a spot on my wall. It's very small, but yep, spider's here. All right. I'm looking for something that might light up faster. No, I don't like those. I bought these cones, these Palo Santo cones, but I don't enjoy them. Frankincense. I like frankincense. Want to do some frankincense? I'm drawn. Ooh, I don't think I've ever smudged with frankincense before. I'm going to do it. Ooh, it's a little sweet, but okay. I'm wondering where I've got this. Do you ever find yourself looking through your things and you're like, wow, I have this little gem here and this little gem here? All right. I'm so used to holding the big bundle of sage. I'm like, oh, that's so small. It is small. I was using incense from the time I was a teenager or an adolescent. I remember that. I wonder how my mom, honestly, I never thought about it before, but now I'm wondering how my mom or my parents tolerated all the stuff that I used to do. That house must have been constantly smelling like it was not a it's not the drug opium. It was a scent. I don't know if it's still around, but there was a scent called opium, very strong perfume. My mother didn't like it, but I burned it all the time. Whatever. You're a teenager. You think about yourself a lot. I feel like this is coming up right now because it's resonating with your family. There's something going on. We're gonna clear it all. We're gonna clear the energy that resides within you from what you have not been saying. And we're talking now about self-expression. Self-expression. And we're releasing all any blocks, any reservations, uh, any limiting beliefs that you've had revolving around self-expression and the ability to speak your truth. Spirit is bringing through healthy ways to speak your truth. Healthy ways to speak your truth. Allowing your truth to release it. There's releasing going on right now for things that won't feel you won't feel like you're suppressing anything anymore. It'll just won't be. You know what I mean? It won't be present in your energy, and that's a beautiful thing. So give me 1 second. Let me just see where we're going here. Yandaya Naya na Yandaya Nandaya Naya Ya 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 Maya Ya 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 na 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 ya na na he ya na na he ya na na he ya na na kanda da da upapatanda apapatnyanda na 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 he ya na ne ya ma katanda katakita tapapanda katatakanda iditande niatante opapanda katakha te ya katatanya smudging around the throat chakra. Beautiful. All right. Thank you very much for subscribing to my YouTube channel and liking and all that beautiful stuff. I really appreciate it. John says, now that's for me. I know where to hang out. Cool. Next up is the beautiful Tamara. And then after Tamara is Simone. So let me know if you're still here. I know Tamara must be here. Okay, yay. Cool. Awesome, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. My pleasure. Let me remind you guys, if you would like a reading of your own this evening, it'll be a long live stream. But anyway, I do have time. I do have time. So